Welcome back to the big show. You know, patients and doctors alike wish that we had more time together each time we visit. Unfortunately, time with primary care providers is limited right now in our medical system.
So Dr. Maura Jacobi with Entira Family Clinics is joining us now. She's got some ideas, some ways that we can have a more satisfying, productive visit to the doctor so you don't leave feeling like, wait a second, what just happened there? It's so nice to see you.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you again. Sorry I didn't bring kittens or tacos, but glad to be here.
Those two things are good, but your personality is delightful, so we're happy that you're here. So what's going on with this? Why do people feel like they're not getting enough time? Is there a shortage of doctors?
Yeah, so unfortunately there is a physician shortage in our country. It's projected to be in the tens of thousands over the next 12 years. So we do, the reality is we don't have as much time with our patients as we would like. So my goal being here is to try to share my ideas of how I think when I have a really good visit with a patient, what were the factors that made that happen.
That's awesome.
So you're basically telling everybody at home to get off your couch and go get a medical degree and fill this doctor shortage that we have. What's the average time frame that we have? 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
15 minutes, 30 minutes. We take the time that the patient needs. So that's why doctors are running late. So we beg your forgiveness. But it's usually because someone, in our day needed our time. So we have patients scheduled every 15 or 30 minutes, and that's pretty standard. But we take the time that patients need. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more.
But you're probably, I would think, going to get more out of a visit if you already know your provider. So the longer you've been seeing that person, you don't have to explain the background all the time. They know the context of your life. How does that work, and how do you kind of get there?
I really encourage people, if it doesn't feel like a medical emergency, it's best to wait to see your primary care physician, which can be hard because there can be long waits to see your physician. And if you're someone who has things coming up every, 6 to 12 weeks, then you should ask to be on your doctor's schedule with that regularity so that you know that, every few months you have an appointment so that you can keep that list of things that you need to discuss with them. Obviously, if it's a medical emergency, you should see whoever is available, but I'm definitely able to take better care of the patients who I know their history, I know their story. We can get to the heart of the matter so much faster.
Yeah, it cuts down on a lot of the, let's get to know you. It's kind of like your first time dating each other, and you're like, you got this 5-10 minutes to kind of get to it. Enough of that, you just want to get right to why you're there. What about things that you should come prepared with? Like if it's not an emergency and you do have some time to prepare, like what should you bring into your primary care physician?
The biggest thing that I would like all patients to bring is if you're on more than a few medications, please bring your pill bottles. The reason being that medication errors are a huge, huge problem. The meds that you're taking at home versus what I think you're taking based on what the computer says is often different. And so I never mind when patients bring in the big bag of all their pill bottles. I want to look through each one and say, hey, let's throw out this expired antibiotic, or whoa, you're taking 2 when I thought you were taking 1. It really, really is very helpful. The other thing that I encourage patients to bring is a list of the concerns that they have. We don't mind the list, but you do need to know that we need to prioritize the list. So we need to know, what are the most important things on that list. And I even encourage patients to start the visit with that sentence. The most important thing that we address today is fill in the blank so that I stay on task, because sometimes we have an agenda. We think we want to talk to you about your cervical cancer screening, like what I was here last time to talk about. And that's not the biggest thing on your agenda today. And that's okay to say whoa, doc, not today. So make sure that you are setting an agenda.
So how much do people need to communicate to their doctor? I feel like Minnesota stoicism is sort of well, I only feel terrible 97% of the time. The rest of it's okay. I mean, if you're really concerned about something, you need to be honest with your doctor about how you're feeling.
Please, it's so hard when I spend, we have this half hour, we spend 25 minutes, and then as I'm walking out the door, they say, oh, and then share something that's really intimate or uncomfortable or embarrassing or even life-threatening that they, understandably it takes up it takes courage to say these things. And that's why if you are seeing your doctor, I would hope that you'd feel comfortable, sharing that right at the start. And so I just encourage people to let's not waste time. Let's get to the heart of the matter. If you're really scared about something that's going on, or you read something on Dr. Google that you just need reassurance about, let's do it. We have heard everything. You cannot embarrass us.
Yeah.
So please just tell us exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Doctors. Haven't
you guys have heard it all.
Grey's Anatomy? All sorts of weird stuff happens.
I know. So this whole thing is about efficiency, right? And so for example, when I have to take my kids into their doctor, the pediatrician, I always walk away and my wife's like, don't forget to ask this, don't forget to ask. I'm like, well, why don't you just come along so we don't miss anything? Do you guys advocate for that as well? Is
Definitely.
Like, don't do this alone, because you might be forgetting something as you get wrapped up in your own process.
And I do want to say it is about efficiency, and that's unfortunate. It shouldn't be this way.
Right.
We don't like that it's this hard, and patients don't like that it's this hard. So this isn't, I don't want people to come away saying, like, you should do better. This system is challenging, but an advocate, as you're saying, bringing someone with you is a way to try to make the most out of your time in an imperfect system. An advocate can listen, an advocate can take notes, an advocate can remind you of symptoms, and especially as I care for so many older patients who need an advocate, either because their conditions are so complex or they're beginning to have challenges with memory, and they need a family member or a friend there to really remind them, a week or two later, well, this is what we talked about.
This is such good advice.
Good
Dr.
stuff.
Jacobi, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Next
Good to
time,
see
bring
you.
kittens and tacos.
If you want to learn more about Entira Family Clinics, call them at the number on your screen or visit EntiraFamilyClinics.com.
We'll be right back.